they traditionally do the walk on Christmas morning, I know, but they usually go to church on Sunday as well, don't they? So maybe we'll get 2 walks, and like, because the king goes to church on a Sunday there anyway when he's there, so Cat Wrangler's got a point. I don't know if it'll be the whole family. I might just be the king and Princess Anne and stuff, but yeah, it could well be. What did they get called? They got called Hollywood's Biggest Losers, didn't they? I just want to have a look at that. Just before we do anything else. They got called Hollywood's Biggest Losers. Let's see how they reacted to that. Do. You look and see into people who are going to have their names removed from the list. I can do, yeah. There's 3 names, isn't there? Let's have a look at this first. How did Megsy react to getting called the biggest loser in Hollywood? She blamed Harry. Oh, it's all Harry's fault. The Hermit is in reverse. It's all Harry's fault. Everything. It's because of Spare. It's because of his relationships. The Hermit is a Virgo. Harry is a Virgo. She is blaming this squarely at Harry's fault because, of course, she knew everything about Hollywood before they went over. What's crossing over her? That she is hopeful. She is sure. She is expecting a miracle. Interesting. Page of Pentacles and 6 of Cups. So the Page of Pentacles is somebody who would be a earth sign. And as we know, Archie is allegedly, I don't believe it, but allegedly he's a Taurus. So I say he would come, his energetic signature would be a earth sign for the cards, hypothetical. Yeah. The 6 of Cups above, looking back at things with rose-tinted glasses, looking back at the past, seeing it for what it wasn't. The childhood card there, I feel like they are going to do some more stuff around their children, kids, younger, even their younger selves. They're going to possibly talk about that. But there is something in her reinvention part 960 that is going to be so much different. She's got her hopes up and it's Harry's fault. So let's have a look. It's a strategy, guys. Everything's Harry's fault, but she is reliant on Archie and the childhood. The devil in reverse there is her obsessional, maladapted behavior and her narcissism, and she doesn't realize what controls her. Her narcissism controls her to such an extent that she can't even see it for what it is. She's still in complete denial about it being her problem. She thinks it's an everyone else problem. She isn't receptive to it, so expect more of the same next year. 8 of Wands is in reverse. We are going to get puff, piece, puff, piece, puff, piece, puff. It's just going to ramp up. They are trying to get something to stick. So they want one story to stick so they can kind of lever that think they can lever that image out of this kind of like quagmire of guff. The Queen of Swords and the Ten of Swords in reverse. So she's got a strategy. She feels quite cold about it. She feels like she's been stabbed in the front with that Deadline article, I feel. She really feels peeved off with it. The Lovers there in reverse. She doesn't want anyone to think she's not intuitive and healing and caring and all of this stuff. She wants everybody to think she's unifying, and she's not a person who repeatedly goes around breaking families up. And we've got the Five of Swords there in reverse again. So she is going to get a massive slap down in the future. We're talking in the next 6 months to a year. Something is going to happen where she is going to get a slap down. How does Harry feel about getting called the biggest loser in Hollywood? Let's have a look. Eight of Coins. Well, he hasn't learned. And he's not working. So maybe he thinks they should do more, throw more money at it. But he hasn't learned anything from it. The Sun in reverse, crossing over. A doorway, what he wants. And he can't walk away. You can't walk away, Harry. He's blaming this all on bad luck. He's still blaming it all on bad luck. He wants to walk away from Hollywood, but he can't. He knows he needs the money. There is a doorway. There is an option there. There is something he can go and do a project with. That's what he's hoping for. This is what all the puff pieces are about. The Hermit in reverse. Interesting. The Nine of Swords in reverse. The Star. See how the cards are repeating for this. Temperance in reverse. And the Eight of Swords. They're not going to have a good time. Next year is going to be tough. Next year is going to be somewhat worse. The Hermit in reverse is, he is thinking it's a run of bad luck, but he will get to a point where all of this stuff is going on with the Eight of Wands and the Hermit in reverse. He will see himself as it being, it's his fault. That his family's fault. That his life has turned out it was. If only I wasn't born a prince. And all that stuff. The Nine of Swords in reverse again. He is going to be banging on about mental health in all of this and how people report things, yada, yada, yada. The Star surrounding him is what was crossing over Megsy. And of course, Megsy, as well as thinking it's his fault, Megsy is just like, yeah, but next year is going to be fine because I'm going to be in charge. And she says that every time, and she's never, I don't know. Temperance is in reverse as well. It's making a mess. What he's worried about is muddying things up and making things worse. And the Eight of Swords. He gets himself in a predicament, some contracts. Both of them have got the Five of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Swords. They are getting in with some dodgy people, and he is going to be in a state where he can't get out of something, and Megsy gets caught out for being a Megsy. So let me just